What up, guys? Series recap series.
Yeah, we're doing a series recap on one of the best anime ever, in I think both of our opinions.
Easily.
YuYu Hakusho. Oh, I might have clipped there. YuYu Hakusho, which I love it. And at first, because you lent it to me, you were kind enough to lend me your full.
Of the kindness of my heart, I definitely wanted you to experience what I've experienced.
You wanted YuYu to
way
experience
back
it.
in the just so everyone knows the context, this was my very first true anime besides Dragon Ball Z, which everyone watches as a kid.
The anime that got you into anime.
This was it.
Nice. For me, it was Naruto. So I've related to you in a lot of ways. That it's like that. I call it a gateway, like a gateway anime kind of. So let's just dive right into it. You lent it to me. And at the beginning, it was kind of a chore. It was like, oh man, like so many episodes. Like I know you're not a big fan of like anime with like a lot of like episodes and stuff, but to me, I like that. But at first, I don't know. It's like I had seen the first episode so many times, and but at some point along the way, it stopped becoming a chore and started becoming like something that I was like looking forward to watching, especially after like Yusuke was revived in the first arc. Once he finally like wasn't dead anymore, that's when like the story started to like really develop into like ways that I didn't know that it ever went or that it would go. And what I really liked about it was the concept of the show. Like I love any kind of story, like whether it's an anime or a book or anything.
It's typical shonen.
Yeah. Shonen's like I'm a big shonen fan. I think you are too. I'm saying like conceptually, like anything that has anything to do with like death and like the afterlife or any kind of things like that, like immediately like grabbed my attention as a story, and it was really good. I think you heard this complaint about me about the story though at the beginning, especially. I didn't like the villains very much. Most specifically, the villains.
The teacher.
The teachers were stupid, and knowing that rat-faced mother of
But that literally, I think that made you like Kuwabara 10 times more. Like I think some of those things were necessary, because again, the author of the manga, he made it in the tense that they were in middle school. Mm-hmm. So like, how are you gonna like have demons and all that in a middle school mindset? So first he gradually gets you into they're middle schools. Yeah. But now they're gonna grow, and now they're gonna fight some badass.
The something about Kuwabara is it's very easy to look at him as just like a typical like bully character, or like like I don't know, dumbass. But
they developed him.
But he develops very well, and especially the English dub. The English dub makes sense. Yeah.
But that first episode though. That's one of the most shocking first episodes of any anime.
Where the main character dies, like, first episode, yeah.
And it was so emotional because in that scene you see Kuwabara in the grave like, you fucking punk. Yeah. Like, you're supposed to be here for me.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's when they reveal, like, he actually cared about him even though they'd always fight and stuff. Like, that's just their relationship.
So it was very intense emotionally, especially in a shonen anime that, usually it's just the hero going to the school, like, hey, I'm making friends. But this one is more like at a dark tone, which really captivates me.
Yeah, totally. So I want to move on. Like, the first, I think Kuwabara's first fight with this lion guy, the one that was in the opening credits.
The Sacred Beast.
I didn't like him as a villain. I didn't like. I thought he was very like plain and like stereotypical. Like, I'm a big lion. I'm gonna beat you up. But Kuwabara really showed his character against him, and that really is when I started to actually like care about him as a character and like him, because so many times he told Urameshi and everyone else to like stay away, like I'm finishing this fight. And even when he was isolated in an island alone of lava with nowhere else to go, he was still like, you better not even think about helping me fight. I was like, this guy's either a dumbass or like one of the bravest like characters ever. And so anyway, moving on, really love that. So the villains got so much better as the series progressed. Like, obviously Toguro, like, I don't know if you have anything to say about the Toguro brothers and like how,
I mean, the Toguro brothers definitely, man. Yeah. The series went from like standard typical shonen to whoa.
It starts building really.
Because I mean, the tone was like, oh, okay, the world has zombies and
Demons
bugs and blah blah.
Yeah.
But this is more Like, it wasn't Spirit Detective and Ghost. This was demons, and they're doing really bad things. And I don't know if you know this, but the author of the manga, he based all the sacred beasts on, like, special demons, like, in the... You know.
Okay, that helps me, like them.
And also, he based a lot of the villains, you know, in mythology and, like, all that. So
totally.
He took his time doing, you know, the right portrayal of these demons.
Okay, and so let's move on to the arc that made me want to watch this series to begin with the Dark Tournament, of course. Honestly, one of the best tournament arcs in anime history. I think we can both like get behind that. Desperately hope they remake it one day, honestly, because I think it would be done so.
I mean, they made 2 episodes. I told you.
OVA. Okay.
OVAs.
Okay, I need to watch that.
Brand new animation. I still haven't watched it because I can't find it on Streamio.
It's out.
It's out there.
Yeah, we gotta find it.
But I did see clips on YouTube of the new animation, and it looks clean.
Ooh, okay.
It looks clean.
Just to give some context, I literally just finished a show, but I do have 2 episodes left, so I still need to like finish it. With that being said, some notable fights in that series besides the obvious, the
final
Urameshi,
boss,
Hiei showing the dark dragon the shadow dragon for the first time. That was one of the best animation in the whole show, if you ask me, when the dragon finally came out and then black lightning striking the stadium. Like, I took screenshots of it because I was like, wow, like this looked like, even for 1990.
The Darkness Flame, bro.
What was it, 92, 93, 94, something like that? It was like,
I believe it was 94 when this anime came out. I could be wrong, and maybe it's 96. But
no.
In the 90s.
Yeah, early 90s. And it just looks so good because, like, obviously animation's really good nowadays, but there's some animation, like, for example, like the old Pokemon anime and the old Dragon Ball Z anime.
But it's all drawn out.
That's what I'm saying, is they don't make it like this anymore. And that, watching these fights, I was like, they do not make it like this anymore. I had that thought many times. I'm like, you will never see an anime look like this today. Like, it looks so hand-drawn, like you said. Just fucking awesome. And anyway, the Tagoro brothers were great, great villains, and that final fight was obviously hype. Anything else you want to say about the Dark Tournament before I move on?
Well, I want to stick on the topic a little bit on the Tagoro brothers. Obviously, the younger Tagoro brother, the big one.
Yeah.
In the anime, at least in the dub, he says he was going to purgatory, but in reality, he was going to hell.
Oh, interesting.
No, he was going to hell.
Yeah.
And Genkai knew he was going to hell, and that's why she said her goodbye to him.
Either way, it seemed like he was sentencing himself to eternal damnation, like just...
But, like, just to clarify, because it does say purgatory, like, when you read it or whatever, it says it.
Oh,
but it's hell.
Good to know. And so what was after the Dark Tournament? It was straight
the Spirit Detective arc.
Yeah, it was Sensui, exactly. So the climax of that arc of him versus Sensui, and then us finding out the truth about Yusuke's origins, to me was one of the coolest moments in the show. Like one of the coolest moments that I'll never forget, because like he's dead. He's on the floor. No context, and then like finally they say, we're here to stop him because he's a demon, and then all of a sudden he starts floating up like into like the sky, like with this red aura around him. And this actually, I really just wanted to mention this on podcast, like being recorded. The similarities between Yu Yu Hakusho and Naruto is uncanny. Like, there are some things where I am like, wow, you say stole, I say emulated the author of Yu Yu Hakusho, because like I love Naruto so much, and I don't want to say that the author stole it, but you have to at least say he drew inspiration from Yu Yu Hakusho, and from that, the demon inside of him. Like I mentioned, the shadow character who's like with shadow paralysis that looks exactly like Shikamaru. I have like a whole list of like similarities between the two shows. So yeah, just something I felt like, I'm sure people have noticed, but I needed to.
What I really like about the ending of that arc specifically was when they saw that Yusuke died by Sensui, they all powered up.
Oh yeah.
And they fought him, and they still couldn't beat him.
Yeah. And
they were on their last wits, and they're about to die. Yusuke comes up, and then they get the second win, and they all power up.
Yeah.
Like, that to me was like, wow,
awesome. Beautiful.
they are close. That bond is
seriously, like they've come a long way. Like they were at first they were just a bunch of strangers, but then dude, oh my god, I'm so glad you reminded me of that actually, because Hiei says something to Urameshi right before he walks away. He says, Urameshi says, "This is my fight, you dig?" Hiei says, "Knock him dead, Yusuke Urameshi. But if you fail, no, I got your back." I'm like, bro, where was that attitude this entire series? He changed his attitude so quick. When he found out he was a demon, I'm surprised he wasn't like, fuck him up, my like, I was like that was literally the attitude that like it transformed into. I was like, okay, like he loves him now apparently, just because he found out he was a demon just like him. I was like, so that's what it takes, like, you know, for you know, him to like him or respect him or whatever. Anyway, I just thought that was so funny, and I was expecting him. Yeah,
he is a comedic character as well, man. Like,
oh, for sure.
Especially with his sister.
Oh yeah, no,
Keiko.
The sister
Kuwabara and Keiko.
The sister moments were like obviously very funny. Everyone laughing, you know, right in front, and Kuwabara's like, "What? Like, what is everyone laughing at?"
You'll see the last episode.
Oh, something happens.
Some funny scenes.
All right, I shouldn't be recording this without finishing it, but yeah, 2 episodes left. Yusuke and that last demon guy, I forget his name, but they're going at it and they're having fun.
The last arc.
Yusuke is changing the demon world, you know. They're not killing each other out of sport anymore. It's like and he
a free-for-all tournament.
He established a democratic system, like, let's do this
based on fighting.
Let's do this every couple of years to decide who's the demon king. You know, it's like literally a presidential election of Demon World. It's kind of insane, but really smart, and I thought that was really, really cool what they did. I guess, you know, just final thoughts. I guess the last thing I want to say, I absolutely love this show. Thank you for lending me the box set. How do you feel about them doing another tournament arc at the very end? Like, I was like, wow, okay, 2 tournaments in the show, because I didn't even know there was a second tournament. That totally caught me off guard.
I didn't hate it, and
I was expecting a war. That I was a little, like, to me that kind of threw me off. Like, I'm not saying it was bad, but it was
a war would be 100 times better.
That's what I was thinking.
I could say 100 times better.
Yeah.
But the way they handled this tournament was so, like, Urameshi just like, we're gonna have a tournament, we're gonna fucking fight it out. Like, that was so Yusuke, so it worked.
Yeah.
Like, going back to the last arc, I really liked not Urameshi's, you know, great whatever
ancestral ancestral father, they call it.
That story, whatever. What I really liked was the one Hiei paired up with.
Oh, yeah, that girl.
The woman.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you've heard already, because you're already too. Yeah, I mean, they fought, and like, she at her okay, you know what? In the last episode they said.
Oh no! Okay, damn.
But anyways,
okay, we should not be doing this. I'm sorry.
But I really do appreciate, like, the way they progressed. You know, Hiei's character, Kurama's character. And,
for sure. She's like her and the other demon.
But do you know her backstory? Are you at that part yet? Like,
yes.
Like, yeah, you know how she became who she is.
Well, she was a slave.
Yeah.
They showed all that. Honestly, she's a very interesting character. They're obviously stronger than those, like, the powerhouse demons or whatever they're called. Are clearly stronger than, like, you know, Hiei and Kurama.
Oh, easily.
I thought it was weird how they had Kurama in his last fight of basically the show fight the guy that Hiei wrecked pretty quickly. Like, you know, I thought that was really weird. Although they powered him up way more. I thought that was a weird, like, an odd choice.
It's not everyone's favorite arc, and I can get by that because everyone was fighting separately. Like, the reason why we liked the first arc was because it was a team, and it was the tournament, and it was great. And then the next arc, they were still on a team. But this one, everyone was growing individually, and you wanted them to be together. Like, everyone was just separate.
Well, actually, you made me realize, like, at the beginning of the arc, they extremely hyped up them all going against each other as the warlord's secondary men.
Yeah.
And then the guy dies, and then they do a tournament instead. They never end up fighting each other at all. even though they were like, you guys are gonna be a.
That's actually true.
You know,
like that would be actually cool to see a real
the three
Kurama,
of them just going at it all at once,
and then they just hug each other out at the end.
Man.
That would have been nice too.
Yeah,
like he did some. He could have done a lot better
for sure.
Like I liked it regardless.
Yeah.
But I could see why a lot of people are like, this is not my
But
favorite.
for its time, dude, that anime like set the precedent for so many anime that we've already watched. Like
in the defense of the last arc, I am gonna talk about the manga creator. He was I'm talking. He was flipping his shit because it was so hard for him to draw so much manga
of course.
in such a short amount of time,
God.
and he just wanted to finish.
Yeah,
like, I got that mentally tired.
I got that vibe.
So like, and they were rushing him.
It felt rushed.
They were definitely rushing him. So if they rushed the manga creator, I'm assuming they obviously rushed the anime guys or whatever.
For sure. I'll put it in this perspective. They started a tournament. Like I'm like looking through all the DVD, like the DVD and like all the episodes left. There was only like 5, 6, or 7 episodes left, and a whole tournament of Demon World was starting in the last few episodes. I'm like, you know how many fights that is?
Yeah, exactly. Like the Dark Tournament because the Dark Tournament was so epic,
exactly,
and it was long.
We missed a lot of fights that could have happened or should have happened. If you decide to do a tournament, then really do a tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And so it felt rushed. It could have been a longer tournament. Yeah. It could have been a war. Yeah. I'm just saying, in the author's defense,
of course,
maybe in the anime's
defense,
were
rushing him.
They were just dead, and I've read that in several articles. So
yeah,
I love the show, I love the manga.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, don't be too harsh on him.
The author's still alive, right?
Yeah, he. Fun fact: he is married to the creator of Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
and they are the power couple of Japan.
Of anime or of manga or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, all I want to say, like to finish this off, is I need to see those OVAs first of all, and 2, I hope they remake it like Hunter x Hunter style, like. Or Hunter.
A lot of people.
Oh my god, people get so pissed when you say Hunter x Hunter instead of Hunter.
Nah, it's the same shit.
Not to the geeks.
By the way, the creator of YuYu Hakusho is the creator of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, you told me that, and honestly, so many things clicked when you said that. Actually, it makes so much sense.
Tournament arc.
That is,
character growing.
Yeah.
Super OP.
I see a lot of similarities.
Got the green shirt.
Oh my god. You've said enough, exactly. I think this is a good way to wrap it up. Thank you again, bro. This anime was fantastic. Thank you for putting me onto it. It was great. I loved it. Top 10 anime right there. Thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.